on the work that Sandile SK Original Kgaphola does. And listen, anything from charcoal, paint, glass, graphite, fire, even turfing rugs. There's no medium untouched by SK's magic. We were just discussing his upbringing, the realities of how he changed or somewhat began to manifest, if that's the word you want to use, his creativity, really bringing in amazing work. Amazing work to the forefront. And he joins us in studio this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Hello, how are you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm fantastic myself.
Okay. Let's start off just unraveling where you are now in terms of your artistry, right? You've done quite a bit. I noticed some 2 weeks ago, was it, that you did artwork for Pearl Tusi?
Yes. I think it's a week.
Oh,
2 weeks
two weeks
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the furtherance of your business. I mean, this is not just a passion anymore. It's not a hobby. It's something you pursue as a business.
That is true.
What is the current stance of the business? Current stance of the business. So are we reeling in clients from all over the continent?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
I sent my one of my first artworks, glass artworks, to America not so long ago. It's a huge one. It actually looks, I might say, detail-wise, it's one of my best. It's a very beautiful one. I'm just waiting for the client to receive it so I can post it, But it's looking very clean. So business stance-wise, it's international.
Yeah.
But yeah, just so far I have art in America, Sweden.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether other people took them too from South Africa.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's talk about your family's integration into your business, right?
Yeah.
I can imagine you just left high school.
No.
No, not now.
Oh, okay.
So 2020,
yeah.
you had graduated, right? And this was almost time for you to delve deeper into your artistry. I mean, this is COVID, everybody's isolated, you have an opportunity to explore. Talk to me about that period. The COVID period that allowed you to further develop your artistry.
Well, you know how COVID did a lot of bad for people's business and everything?
Yeah.
That was just the start of mine, So in high school, I was not a bad student or anything, but I was definitely not good at doing homeworks. In fact, it was just filled with drawings to start with, right? So when lockdown hit, it gave me a lot of time, a lot of free time to be specific, to be at home, do whatever. So to keep myself busy, I just started to explore into doing different types of drawings until I saw, okay, hyperrealism might work for me. This is the route I might want to take. It's more interesting, working on faces the whole day.
Yeah.
Day and night. So I've just been graduating from doing that. Then I went into college, still did my drawings, but that's when I started having it as a business. Once I started perfecting how it looks, I started doing this thing of pulling up to gigs with the artworks of people that are performing at the gig, Yeah, I had a pretty good in at coffee, they allowed me to do my thing. So when they did my thing, and it's allowed my business to gain a demand, allowing me to supply as much as I need, as I want to, allowing me to continue drawing, continue feeding the passion until I got to a point where I'm like, I think it's time to switch up the type of art I do, So I started doing paintings, rugs, glass art from there, yeah.
And glass art is what is capturing the eyes of very many individuals right now?
Yeah, at first it was double-sided paintings.
Okay.
Paintings that change sides from different perspectives. So if you're here, you're seeing this painting, but as you move, it changes into another face. I did a 4-sided of AKA. I did a double-sided of Mpura and Kilakao. I did a black coffee one. I did a Trevor Noah one. Yeah, Kevin Hart. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Sure. 40 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time, joining us in the studio, Sandile SK Original Kgaphola, who is an artist of note, making waves not only continentally but globally. Let's take a bit of a breather. When we get back, we continue the conversation. It is 19 minutes before the third hour of the show, and joining us in studio is Sandile SK Original, is the name he goes by, and Sandile Kgaphola joins us as an artist of note, really working with instruments and materials such as charcoal, paint, glass, graphite, fire, even turfing rugs, and we are getting into not only just understanding his passion and hobby, which is now turned into a business, but also just gauging where this the prospects of this particular business is going. Now, you have further developed, I suppose. I want to say that you are in a new realm of your business with respect to the introduction of glass. Where do you see it going from there?
Well, I do want to introduce different types of art styles,
Okay.
Mainly what I've been doing is shocking people. If I think about it, every art style is like, what? I've done drawings, they've had their reactions, due to their clarity or, how the amount of resemblance it has to the person I'm drawing, I've had the same with paintings. But then when you go to things of different matter, like rags or, it takes the difficulty level higher and just surprises people even more. So I just plan to surprise people even way more. Like I'm not stopping here. So I'm still trying to find the right art style I want to introduce for the next year. But yeah, glass art doesn't stop though. Yeah, just want to put some more stuff out there.
So who are the people that inspire you in the same field?
In the same field?
Yes. So there's nobody you look at's work and you think to yourself, wow.
Not in the same field. But I mean, if I could think, when I was drawing, I did look at other people's drawings, people like Arinzi, Jonathan. They were very accurate in the things. They are very accurate, in the things they do. And I like them for different reasons. So when it comes to wanting to achieve a level of clarity in the drawings, that's where I went. But then when it comes to having a hustle to it, because it's one thing drawing, but you draw, you post, it doesn't mean it's going to get attraction. You have to also try and be a content creator while you're at it, So I'd have basically everyone I've drawn or I've done art of are people that I drew some level of motivation from, and meeting them just amplified it, Yeah, so it would be a matter of, I like how they hustle in their music game. I like how they push themselves out there. I like how they make themselves seen, the strategies to how they sell their music, stuff like that. That's what I would be drawn to, and see how I can translate that into what I'm doing, because I think I'm paving my own way in a way, to do what I do. So maybe I would be a blueprint for someone else, but right now I don't have that. I'm drawing other blueprints.
Love it. Okay. Now, with that being said, just honing into the realities of your age, you're 21. Social media is a very dynamic space, right? You're more familiar with it. I mean, you're on a live right now, right?
Yeah, that is true.
And so how has social media helped your business, not just in traction point, but other elements and aspects that people might take for granted, because some people think social media is to the youth, for the youth, by the youth, and not really for everyone. Let's talk about how it's open portals for you to reach other continents.
I mean, at first it's just a way to communicate with other people, but now I'm trying to communicate business to people, so I have to find a way to exert that onto people. So a big part of having the business or running any business is to be able to promote yourself. It's not going to be good enough if anyone else does it for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn a way to sell what you're doing to people so that they can look at it and be like, yeah, okay, this is what they're drawn to. They can follow that, they can like that. It'll be pushed out to more people that are potential clients for your business. So I had to learn content creation for the business. I'd recommend it for any business, for people that are doing music, for people that are doing anything, you can find almost anything on social media, people pushing different types of businesses. Yeah. And
do you believe that you're hitting your target audience with?
I believe I'm on the right track. I think I'm doing the right thing. I've seen substantial progression from where I am, from where I was to where I am right now.
Yeah.
So I've been moving pretty good.
Let's talk about some of the highlights for you. I mean, sketching, drawing, creating has been something you've been doing since childhood. What were some of the pivotal moments that you thought to yourself, my goodness, this was a good turning point for me?
Okay, if we're talking about as a kid, I just have the faint memory, because I always drew, but none of them was like memorable. But I have these moments I'd remember, wait, I once drew this, and a teacher hung it on a wall, on the notice board or something, when you guys are kids, and I'd be like, I was good enough to be there, you know?
Yeah.
So that was pretty nice. As of when I've started the career type of thing, it's when probably I got my first person to pay for a drawing, you know? So a drawing they paid for, I was like, well, seeing
Yeah.
how quick I did this, how much I got this, if I could increase the rate of my output, get the same amount, keep at it, I could be doing good.
Yeah.
As over time goes, I'd have to charge more, of course. But that's when I saw, okay, this is a way I should go. And then to see that I'm going on the right path, it's when I meet certain people that, you know, that tell you, no, we've been watching you. This is a real good thing you're doing. You know, this is a proper, clean way to do your business, to, you know, just to make a living from, you know, meeting people like China, Robot Boy, Somizi, Pearl Tusi. It's just all like magical moments that help build like the path I'm trying to take.
Okay. You spoke about quickness. How long does it take you to fairly get done with? I suppose let's not focus on sketches because that's something you've been doing for quite a while. Let's talk about
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't make it any quicker.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
Okay. How long does it take for you to bring art?
It used to take maybe a couple hours, 2 or 3,
Yeah.
and then you get good and you realize you need to put more detail. And then it takes now about 14 hours. But that's not one day. It's not I'm sitting the whole day, 14 hours doing one drawing.
Yeah.
So I just chop it up into different days so I can complete different types of artworks in all those days. So maybe 3 days, that's how I divide the 14 hours. They're like 3 nights basically. During the day I'd do the noisy stuff like glass art, you know, and double-sided because all these things make a lot of noise.
I see.
Yeah, so when it comes to stuff like class art, it can take from a week to a day. I've been under pressure before, so I've known how to do it in a day. Things like double-sided arts take way more time.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's paint, so there's always the correction, doing it okay. You know, because with oddly enough, when I do paintings, I do have a moment of I have to recorrect this lighting here. I have to correct the shading here.
Yeah.
Maybe the outlines here were not correct because the eye is not where it should be.
Yeah.
And if the eye is not where it should be, I can't give this to someone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so paintings would take a lot more time. Drawings, not as much. I feel I have more control over that and class art.
Okay. So we broadcast continentally. Put out your social media platforms and we hope that people will turn to you not only for your content but also for business.
I'm on all social media at SK_original_RSA.
Okay.
So every social media, that's where I'm at. And right now I'm trying to do a little operation called Operation Kendrick, which is basically getting Kendrick Lamar artwork to him. Hey neighbor, or anywhere you'd be in the country, you know. So yeah, I have the artwork with me. It's Hey Neighbor tomorrow. I'm wishing myself good luck here.
We are also wishing you good luck. You're going to show us the artwork. We're going to take pictures and put it on social media, and let's see how much traction we can pull, right?
Of course.
It is 10 minutes to 3 p.m. Central African time. Thank you so much, SK Original, for joining us this afternoon. All the best with your work, and really props to what you are doing.
Thank you.
I think you are changing the framework of what working looks like in our present day.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Let's get the latest in sports news with Musibudi Makura.